You can tell I'm a guitar player, right? Hey, it's Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Yes, I'm demoing another bass. I always admit right up front, I'm not a bass player. I can play some bass, but I'm not a bass player. What we have, though, is a very, very rare guitar. This is a Danelectro 6-string bass. Now, a lot of people like to go, that's a baritone. It's like, no, it's not a baritone. The difference between a baritone and this is this. This has a 30-inch scale, like a bass guitar, a short scale bass at that, but it's a 30-inch scale bass neck, and your Danelectro, your baritones have a 27.5-inch scale neck. Big difference. Now, so this, a lot of guys thought, oh, that's a baritone, and I think this was originally sold to me as a baritone. When I got it, I go, nope, that's not a baritone, that's a 6-string bass. Now, Danelectro showed this in their catalog. The 4-string model was a 3412, and the 6-string model was a 3612. So this is a 3612 Danelectro bass. We dated it, I forget how we dated it, either the pots or the neck, I forget what it was. But we did date it to 1960. They made these from 1960 to 1965, so it is one of the first ones. So it's not only very rare, but it's also the first ones of 1960. They weigh absolutely nothing. It weighs 7 pounds, so you could play this thing all night and not feel it at all. And they are just super, super, super cool. I've had this for a really long time. This has been my personal 6-string bass, which I've been divesting myself of some of my stuff, which I hate to do it. I had a really cool Danelectro collection. I'm down to about 2 or 3 left. So this is one of the last ones. So please, I hope some cool collector grabs this. But it's all original. It's got the lipstick pickups. It's got the Danelectro pick guard. It's got the original switch tip. It's got the original knobs, which these knobs are the early ones. They went to a different knob later on. So it's got the original knobs. It's got the original tuners, which these are the rolling skate key tuners that they had on there, and they work really fine. You take them off, they start falling apart. So try to be careful if you ever take those off. But it's got a tilt adjustment, which you can use some. It doesn't work great. But it's all the fabric on the side is very, very tight. It's got the original strap buttons on it. It's got the original back plate on it. And it's really in beautiful shape. It's got some dings and some scratches, some button impressions more than anything. But it's been around a little bit. The frets are in beautiful shape. And it's just in really, really great shape. Oh, it's even still got the Danelectro. It says, Danelectro totally shielded. I'm not sure what that means, but it is totally shielded. It says so right here. Got the nice logo on the front, and like I said, it's all original, and it just plays great. Original bridge on here, and I still don't know how these strings hang in there. It's like they're hanging off, but that's how they work. And you can adjust it very easily on here, but have your tech do it because it's somewhat technical. I've been playing on this neck position here, which is almost a middle position. They've got it actually recessed off the neck quite a bit, which gives it a pretty unique sound. But let's go to the middle position. Very bright, all the way to the back pickup. Brian would just ask me, he says, why would you have a 6-string bass? I said, well, I'm not sure, but with those extra strings, you can get pretty wild, you bass players out there. You can play some regular licks like guitar players do. That works. sound with a pick. New strings on it when I got it, and I probably had this bass for 10 years maybe, and so it's had like zero play on it. Round wound strings, you might even want some flatties on it. I think I'd want flatties, so I was going to play this. That back pickup is almost too bright for me, but I sure like this one. So this is a really, really cool bass, very, very rare, model 3612 from 1967, pounds, 6 strings, which, like I said, the 4 strings are round, short scale, but boy, to have a 6 string, you collectors out there, you're probably going to want this one. It comes with a really, really cool case that I got with it, and it's about as rare as the guitar. It's a vinyl Gigbag, and the zipper works, and everything works on it. And I was just noticing inside, there's a label in here. It's made by the Artistic Cover Company from New York. It's New York City, New York was made. So 1960, the Artistic Company was making gig bags for basses, and it works. It fits the thing beautifully, and just be very, very careful with the zippers. As you know, it's really old, and I suppose you could replace them someday if it went out. But I tuck this under the bed. Get yourself a modern one to carry that around if you're going to play it out at the gigs, which I hope you do. It's meant to be played. So, hey, you're here in my YouTube channel. Why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We've went over 8,000 subscribers. You could help us get to our goal of 10,000 in 2025. Or 20, is that right? 2025. Boy, that sounded funny. Yeah. In 2025, we want to hit 10,000 subscribers. Help us do that, would you? That'd be great. Tell all your guitar buddies and bass players, hey, check out this Lawman. You ought to see him try to play bass. Ha, ha, ha. So, get a good laugh. But anyway, I hope you're able to hear how nice that bass sounded. It's a really, really cool bass. And, hey, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Go to Reverb to see all of our stuff. www.lawmanguitars.com will take you to our Reverb site. And while you're there at the Reverb site, go ahead and save me as a favorite seller. That way, every time, which I will tell you is almost daily, I'm either adding a part or a guitar or something. So, there's just most days I'm posting something. So every day you'll be able to see something new in our site. So hey, we got 2 places that you can find lawmanguitars.com to follow me, but just hit Google Lawman Guitars and you will promise you will find me. So hey, appreciate y'all watching me, and I thank you so much for watching, and I hope I get to see you again next month. Thanks for watching.